Oh, Strong Black Superchemist, Part 2. Is political correctness a form of racism? Yes, it is. We're talking about how it's a good way to give peons in your movement to be racist, divide people, you know what I mean? Put shame on things like being black or being retarded. Like this African American thing is ridiculous. Okay? And I don't get in fights or arguments, but when I hear that African American thing, I not every time, 90% of the time, I'll say, you are not African American, you are Black American. And they will argue, they will want to argue about it. You know what I mean? And they'll say their thing, and I'll say my thing, and since we're friends, we'll just whatever, drop it or whatever. But they will, if I would continue to argue with them, they would literally get in a fist fight with me to tell me, especially, they are not black. They are African Americans. Like, really? Why? We already went into how that's retarded because you're putting shame on the word black. Like it's like black people are ashamed to be black now. Like you're literally being taught that blackness or being black is like a bad word. Do you understand that? And then on top of it, you're being taught or brainwashed to call yourself African American, which this is a BS thing. This African American thing, Irish American, Italian American, Mexican American, French American. Yeah, all these people that think that they are something American, you need to go back to that country. If you think you're French American, go back to French, okay? Okay, because we only want Americans here. We don't want Americans who have allegiance to some other country here. If you have allegiance, so much allegiance to that country that you've never lived in, because they'll have all these people that act like, I'm African American, I'm Irish American. These people have never been to Ireland. They've never been to Africa. They don't know anything about the culture over there. They don't know any language over there. They've never been there, never will be there. But somehow their allegiance is to that country so much that when they identify themselves, they don't just say they're Americans. No, they got to be, I'm an Irish American. I'm an Italian American. Yeah, we'll go back to Italy, you fucking piece of shit, because you're a traitor to this country. If you preface American defining yourself with some other country, go back to that country, you traitor piece of garbage. Because that's what you are. Well, their culture. Well, if you love their culture, go back to there. That's all they got in their country is their culture. But why do you think that it's? Because they want you to think, African Americans, they want you to think that you are not part of the collective. Because when white people, what are they? They're just Americans, right? But black people are always African American. White people are just white Americans. Right? Because white doesn't denote any other allegiance to other countries. It just says, I'm a full American. White Americans are full Americans. Black Americans would be full Americans, but no. They aren't black Americans anymore. They're African Americans. African denotes that they are not all American. White, saying a white American, that doesn't say that they're less American. African, yeah, you're less than, and you're promoting it within your own group or whatever, your own community. You're happy to put shame on the word black. Call yourself an African American, meaning you're not a full American. You're 90% American, but 10% of you has allegiance to Africa. You're not as much American as a white American because we're just American. You go along with the plan. You know what I mean? Black people are funny, and it's not because of their skin that they act like idiots and they're stupid. It's because they're humans. If I went back in time and I could change make all the black people white and all the white people black, then the white people would be acting like the black people do today, and the black people would act. The skin color has nothing to do with it. Okay? But look at how they're trained. You'll have a black guy, right? He'll go into school and he'll try to speak English correctly, try to be intelligent, try to be successful, so that he can start a business and start hiring a bunch of black people and help black people get out of their culture of thinking that they're victims, right? But what does everyone in the black community do? You're being white. Why are you talking white? Right? Oh, you're gonna get aged like a little white boy, little white girl. And then the very next day, that person that was just making sure that no black person succeeds by telling them they're acting white, right? The very next day he says, "Them white people. No one in the black community can even get out of the black community. We're just stuck here because of them damn white people." I've never seen one white guy in the hood, right, in a black hood, telling another black guy, "You're acting white. Stop speaking correctly. Stop learning things. Stop getting good grades. Stop succeeding." Never once did I see, and I've lived in a lot of black areas, never once saw a white guy tell a black guy that. Seen a lot of black guys, though. As a matter of fact, I've seen the entire community say it. But they are victims. No, you've just been taught to hate yourself, and you've been taught to police yourself so that you don't need white people to come into the black neighborhoods and tell them they can't succeed and they shouldn't succeed and they're this and that. We won't let you succeed. They don't have to do that. They taught you. They taught black people. They taught you to do it yourself. You police yourself. You are the white supremacist. Because anytime a black person tries to succeed, you jump up. Like which is your little white supremacist brainwashing, and you say, "You're acting white. You're going against black people by talking normal, by talking intelligent, by learning. You are turning your back on black people by learning." Like, yeah, you, the black people that put other black people down for succeeding, for learning correct English, for not acting like a thug and a ghetto piece of project trash. What do you do to that person? You demonize them. You do it. But anyways, getting back to the PC stuff, it's all a way to divide us and control us. It gives the peons down at the bottom, right? It gives them power, right? Because now I can, if you say retarded instead of mentally challenged, I can jump up and I have the power to control your freedom of speech. I am the one who has the moral superiority, whereas you are down here and I get to, and I have the power to enforce my moral superiority. Okay? And I will do it. That's how you get the movement to keep going. That's how you get the peons to follow. You give them that power. The power of political correctness. Anyways, let's see here. Well, it's all, like I said, it's all about the vision. It's about control. What do I got? Oh, I got 6 more minutes. I thought for sure I could easily just come off the top of my head talking about this because I think about PC stuff all the time because it's so ridiculous. It's just a way for them to divide us into boxes. Now you got boxes, not only got your boxes with colors of skin, and you got boxes with gender, and you got boxes who is for the pronouns, who ain't for the pronouns. Here's a box for people who are for, here's a box for people that ain't. Same with the synonyms. Who's for synonym policing and, forcing people to use your preferred words, and who is not, who's against people forcing them to use their preferred words. Who's using the political correctness? Who isn't? These are just different boxes about stupidity. But the people promoting it are the real racist. They're the ones who really have the shame. They're the ones putting the shame on stuff. Right? Like I asked somebody, why are you calling me a custodial engineer when I'm a janitor? I just don't want you to feel bad. Feel bad about what? See, that's the thing. They don't want us to feel bad. They don't want retarded people to feel bad. Why should they feel bad? Retarded people should not feel bad about because they're retarded. They're just retarded. That's just life. Same with a janitor. You shouldn't be ashamed that you're a janitor. There's no shame in it. So if there's no shame in it, why do you think that we feel bad about it? Why do you think you have to condescend to us? That's what I hate, especially like that retarded. I have relatives that's into that retarded thing that they got, this person has so much shame against retarded people. She acts like she's up here and I'm down here, even though it's the other way around. Because I don't put shame on retarded people. I don't care about retarded people. I really don't give a shit one way or the other. They're retarded. That's it. If I had 2 arms missing, I'd be like, I have 2 arms missing. If I was retarded, I'd be like, I'm retarded. It's like, I want to have shame in it. But they act like we feel bad. Because how can a janitor or how can a retarded person not have shame about themselves? When they're retarded, I mean, that's disgusting, right? You're a dirty, disgusting person being a janitor or black or this or that. So obviously they're going to feel shame, right? And we don't want them to feel shame for being dirty, disgusting, janitors or dirty, disgusting black people, dirty, disgusting, retarded people. We don't want them to feel shame. That's what they're saying. And I'm saying, okay, that's racist. They're calling me racist, right? I'm saying that's racist, okay? Because I'm saying retarded people should not be ashamed. Black people should not be ashamed. I'm saying they don't feel bad that they're black. They don't feel bad that they're retarded. I mean, obviously, if you're retarded, you're gonna feel bad. But you know what I mean? They don't feel shame, or they shouldn't feel. I'm sure some of them do, but they shouldn't feel shame if they're retarded. And you going up to them saying, "Ew, that is just." Yeah, retarded people are just dirty and disgusting. But I call you a mentally challenged person, so you can feel better about yourself, okay? The reason why I changed the word was because I have a disgust or, I have an aversion to retarded people. But I'm calling you a mentally challenged person, so that makes me a good person, okay? And it makes you feel better, right? Because now you're not being called the dirty, disgusting, retarded person. Now you're being called a mentally challenged. Isn't that nice for you? And people gobble this up like, what the? Are you people insane? Just a way to divide us. So we're all in little boxes over some stupid thing like how, should a woman go in, a biological woman, could he go into a bathroom? No real trans people want to go and make a big deal about the bathrooms. None of them. It's just these crazy nutjobs ones that aren't even trans. They're not even trans. Do you understand that I looked at like New Jersey, a couple of their school districts. There are some school districts that have like 800 people. There, one public school had 775 or 77, 78, something like that students. Only 15 of them out of that 777 students. Only 15. Less than 2% were straight. And everyone else was trans, gay, non-binary. Only 15 kids out of 777 were straight, heterosexual, just regular kids. And you're telling me that ain't brainwashing? Bull. I could see if I didn't have that stat. There's lots of stats like that with these blue states, though. You can't have 100% of the kids be trans and say it's normal. That's not normal.